I've been taking creatine consistently for 3 whole months now. Before I started taking creatine, I worked out consistently for a little over a decade. I'm completely natural. I've never taken any steroids or protein supplements. I've mostly just drank a shit ton of water. And in my previous video, I showed you guys the amazing results I experienced on just 30 days of creatine. But in this video, I'm gonna show you the amazing results I experienced from 3 whole months of creatine. So I don't know where you are on your fitness journey, but you're gonna wanna watch till the end. Because if someone like me was still able to see amazing results after 10 plus years of lifting, you're gonna see the same, if not better results too. So the most consistent thing I've experienced throughout this whole creatine journey, and the first thing I wanna talk about, is just overall fuller muscles. Now, after 3 whole months of taking creatine, I would say that this benefit has only just increased. And I know it might not seem like such a big deal to you guys, but when you work out for 10 years, you don't grow that often. You might put on half a pound of muscle each year, but it looks like I've put on like 2 or 3 pounds of muscle just in 3 months. So I want you to understand that that is a huge deal. And on top of my muscles looking overall more defined, I've gotten a lot more compliments about my body before I ever took creatine, and that my abs show without me having to flex or anything like that. And they were good before, but now it's like I don't have to do anything and they just show completely. So I don't know if that's gonna go away, but so far after 3 months, my muscles have just gotten more defined than how they were after a month, and I've gotten way more result, at least visually, from the 3 months. So this is a quick benefit that I realized, and this isn't directly from the creatine. It's kind of like an indirect benefit, but what I realized is when you take creatine for so long, you start to get a lot more thirstier, and it kind of forces you to drink a lot more water. Now, I already drank a lot of water, but my water habits have gotten even better now. And because my water drinking habits have gotten better, I feel like I've noticed a lot more things where I've had more energy. I've been a lot less lightheaded or foggy. I have been more hydrated. So if you're terrible at drinking a lot of water, when you get on creatine, literally, I will tell you that over time, it's just gonna help you build a good water drinking habit. And obviously, drinking a lot of water helps you in so many different ways. I'm not gonna get into that now, but drinking creatine will definitely help you become more hydrated. Now, getting into energy levels, in my previous video on my 30-day check-in, I literally felt like I had so much more energy. Like I was going to the gym and I was just banging out workouts. By the time I was done, I still had energy, and literally I just felt like I could lift more weights, pretty much do everything at an increased level. And now 3 months in, unfortunately, I would say that my energy has gone down, although it hasn't gone down fully. I definitely wouldn't say that I'm going into workouts and just banging them out still, but I definitely have more energy than I did without taking creatine. So the best way I think I could explain this is like when I first started taking creatine after like 30 days, I was like at 50% plus energy. Now I'm probably like at 25%, but it's still better than being at 0%. So in terms of energy, I still have a lot more energy, but it's not as much as I did when I started. So I'm assuming that when you first start taking creatine, you just get a whole boost of energy. But after you keep taking it for a while, it kind of starts to go down and it stabilizes at around half the rate. But we'll see in a future update video. Now, what I've experienced in terms of cognitive functions, and when I say this, I mean like brain fog, focus, memory, all of this is pretty much the same as the 30-day video. I mean, for all of these, I pretty much feel like a slight improvement at this point. I'm able to remember stuff, I'm able to focus on stuff really easily, and I don't have much brain fog anymore, which is honestly really great. So that's pretty much the same with that. But moving on to muscle recovery, this one has actually improved. And the only time I've gotten sore after the 30 days in this 3-month period is when I took a week off from the gym. Every single other time, I have not been sore. I could literally squeeze my muscles, I could run, I could do whatever I need to do to put stress on the muscle, and I just don't get sore anymore. This could be because I've worked out for so long, but I imagine if you haven't worked out for so long, or you're just thinking about taking creatine and you've worked out for a little while, this is basically just gonna tell you that your soreness goes down over time, at least in my experience. And in 3 months, the rate at which I get sore and how often I get sore has improved. So that's something you should definitely be expecting. Now, I hope you're enjoying this information, but if any of you guys want to take your growth to the next level and really transform your life, you can easily book a quick coaching session with me through the links in the description or the pinned comment down below. Another thing that I experienced after taking creatine for 3 whole months is you get way better sleep. Now, I don't think creatine directly affects this, but the fact that creatine helps you get better workouts in, helps you lift more weight, helps you hit PRs, helps you do more during the day. I mean, by the end of the day, it's just common sense that you're going to be more tired. And because you're more tired, well, the moment you get into bed, you're going to fall asleep really quickly. And just in my experience, I was a pretty good sleeper before, but since I've been taking creatine, the majority of the time, I pretty much sleep fully through the night. I don't wake up at all, and I fall asleep within like 2 or 3 minutes now, because a lot of the time I'm just so tired from, you know, doing stuff in the day. And especially if it's a gym day, like I'm going out like in a minute. So although this is a bit random and you probably didn't expect to hear this here, but if you're having trouble falling asleep, you might want to invest in some creatine, because it's definitely going to help you out indirectly. So with all these benefits, my overall experience with taking creatine for 3 months has honestly just been really good. I've had absolutely zero downside, and from the 30 days to 3 months, the benefits I experienced within that time frame pretty much have increased mostly. Now, some of the stuff where I talked about in this video, some of them are the same. From my personal experience, it seemed like most of the biggest benefits come within the first 30 days to 2 months. After that, you seem to get some benefits, but at this point, I kind of feel like I'm in a maintenance phase where I'm not really experiencing anything new. I'm more so just realizing benefits that I hadn't realized that I was getting before. And a lot of the things that I'm realizing are indirect things that are happening because I'm taking creatine, not directly because of the creatine. So if you're looking to get into creatine, I would definitely say that you should get into it, and you should expect to experience most of your results within the first 1 to 2 months. Now, obviously, if you're focused on building muscle, it's going to take a lot longer, but you're going to put on that initial water weight. For me, I wasn't focused on building muscle. I just wanted to kind of see what happens, but you're probably going to get those benefits over a period of time. You'll get immediate water weight and you'll get immediate defined muscles. But if you're trying to build bigger actual muscle, that's going to take some more time, obviously. Now, if you did want to know what creatine brand I'm taking, it's literally, see if it zooms on the camera. Yeah, it's just simple creatine monohydrate. For me personally, when I did the research, it was the best one you could buy for the cheapest price. It doesn't have any of the bells and whistles, but it'll do the job. If you guys want to buy this, I have a link in the description and the pinned comment down below. And obviously, creatine is great for strength gain and overall better quality health and focus. But if you really want to supercharge your fitness journey, you definitely want to make sure you watch this video where I talk about the 6 secrets I learned from 3 years of nofap and semen retention, because a lot of the benefits you get on creatine will be even more powerful while on nofap and semen retention.